Hello, so today we're going to be talking about the last Smash DLC character coming out in about 18 hours. I did a predictions video about a week or two ago talking about it. I called it The End of Smash is Nigh. A lot of my opinions still stay the same from basically what's going to come out for who the final Smash DLC character is going to be. So you can still watch that. It was intended to come out before the Direct, but because of how I didn't realise how my upload speed would be so long. It took longer than it took about 10 hours to upload it, so hopefully this video is out before sometime Direct, so you have a chance to watch it, or give people a chance to watch it for the last Smash DLC character. I will do a reaction, and that probably won't come out until maybe Wednesday or Tuesday night. We'll have to see, but regardless, I'm going to give you my last thoughts before the video comes out. So let's go over some characters that I've got a few requests from that last video to talk about. So someone requested for me to talk about Akira Howard, I believe it was, from Astral Chain. I think they are quite likely. They came out in 2019. They are a Nintendo IP, right? They are done by Platinum Games, or a subsidiary of it, or somewhere around there. With partnership. I think it was Platinum. Do I think we're going to get them? They are possible, but I don't think they're that likely. I don't think we're going to get a Nintendo rep. I think we're going to get a third party. I have nothing against Astral Chain getting him. I just don't think they're going to happen. I think another character someone asked me to talk about was Rayman. A friend of mine really wants Rayman in, and I don't think it'll happen. But he's a weird, isn't he? Because it's a third party that's been working with Nintendo for so long now, and they haven't got a character in. And we've only ever had two Western reps. That's another question. Do I think he'll be a Western rep or a Eastern rep? I think he'll be an Eastern rep, because I'm glad I did this video quite late, because Sakurai put up a tweet. Now this tweet said, it depends on interpretation, and we won't find out until tomorrow, but he says some people may not know this character, which begs me to believe he said something similar in the Byleth one, where he says don't get your hopes up too, or temper your expectations, and he might be doing that now. But it could just be someone's always going to not like the character that comes out. So I think it will be a niche third party Eastern rep, just holding out there. I'm going to say it, and it's going to be an advertisement as well. That's why I think it'll be niche. The last character tends to always be more advertisement focused. I don't think it'll be Fire Emblem, purely based because there's no Fire Emblem games out recently. I wouldn't mind a Fire Emblem character, but I love Fire Emblem, but I'm kind of agreeing with everyone. I think we're good for now until another Fire Emblem game comes out. As much as I would want Olm or Erika, I think Sacred Stones, is that her name, Erika? Ephraim would be great. Sacred Stones and the 3DS game, what was it called? Echoes. One of those I would love to see a bit more. I think what was Celica? She'd make a great Echo for Robin, but I think any more than that, I'd rather they put the time into a different series. So, a niche Eastern rep. I think it will be Phoenix Wright is up there. He's not too niche though, is he? He's quite known. But I think you'd be fair enough to say that not a lot of people do know about him. And I really want Phoenix Wright, so I am a bit biased in saying this. I'm going to say, I might even put this character in the thumbnail just to show how much I want him. And it's the last character, so if it was any other character, I think I would temper my expectations a bit more. But I feel because it is the last character, everyone who is a fan of or really wants their number one character to come in has to stand by them. And I think I'm definitely going to stand by my character that I really want for this game. So I've not been hiding it. I do it in every Smash Predictions video, and that's Ado from Ys. The reason, I think there's three main reasons. One, I know who people would say he's a generic anime swordsman, but I think he's from an action RPG, and other than Sora, which I do think is quite likely, considering all the buzz that's been going on about him, and a lot of people do like Sora, we actually haven't had an action RPG character or action JRPG rep in Smash. Although, I suppose Cloud technically counts now, because he's kind of in an action RPG. But, he's a pioneer for action RPGs, and I'd love him to be in. Great music. There's so much stage options. Like, even if you think the moveset would be generic, the content that would come with him would be enough to warrant him being in. Like, the music's great. Oh, imagine the remixes. If they do an SNK with him, it'd be so good. And like stages, I think I would prefer. I wouldn't mind Darm Tower if you wanted to go, classic with it, but I wouldn't mind if they went Monster Nox with it either. That's another question. Like, they could have, like, Adol could have so many costumes as well. Like, I feel like this video has just become me ranting about Adol, but oh well. Sorry, I gotta drink my Coke Zero. But yeah, like, he could have a Yeast 9 costume. You could have, there's so many costumes for him in Yeast 9. I would be satisfied though if they just did Yeast 1 and maybe Yeast 8. I think Yeast 8 might be my favourite. I've played 1, 2, 4, the remake of 4. I mean, 1, 2 is technically a remake as well. I'm still playing, I'm just starting 3, I think something Velga, I can't remember what it was. I've played a bit of 7. My port for 7 on PC is not too great, I'm just still trying to get it to work. I haven't got a 1980 by 10 monitor. I haven't even got 2 monitors, but I've got a bigger monitor than that, so it's kind of like cuts half of it. So it's not being able to play very well. But regardless, so yeah, Adol I think is my number 1. He's the character I'm predicting for tomorrow. Who else could it be? Sora, popular choice. I can see, would that tweet work? Well, I think I'm basing too much of the tweet because I really want Adol. That's me being biased. But I think with this last character, you've just got to go with your gut and you've got to be biased. And like, this is the last time you can get excited for Smash. So it's the last time you'll get disappointed. But regardless how it goes down tomorrow, unless it's not a character I want, I'm gonna feel somewhat disappointed. But I feel I have to live. Well, I think it's fine to feel disappointed. It's how you act disappointed. And a lot of people, especially younger people, tend to vent that in in toxic ways. But regardless of who it is tomorrow, I think Sakurai's done a wonderful job with this game. I loved the Byleth reveal. I love Joker's reveal. I love every reveal, to be honest. I think that he did a splendid job with every single one. I'm just saying, which one's particular stood out for me? I think everyone's got a few. Like E3 2019, where Banjo and Hero was announced. That was such a genius thing to do, both of them, and it worked wonders. Like, you didn't annoy anyone from the West because you had Banjo, and you pleased everyone else with Hero. I think I preferred Hero's playstyle, but I think I preferred the music from Banjo. I think Banjo had better content, but I think playstyle wise I preferred Hero. Maybe I should do a video talking about, once the character's out, I should do my favourite from all the DLC, and maybe if I'm ambitious enough I'll do every character. Who else do I want? So I'd say Adol was number 1. 2, I'd want Phoenix. 3, any Sonic character, right? 4, probably Nahabino. Like, I'd love SMT cat rep, because I don't feel like SMT got Persona represents Persona, but we haven't got any SMT content. Like, it's a bit weird to say we've got Atlas content in Smash without saying we've got Jack Frost in Smash. And then 5, if I had to do a top 5, other than that, that's all I really want. If it's a Pokemon tomorrow, I'd want it to be Scorbunny. What is that its name? Scorbunny? Did I get it right? I can't remember its name. Do you know the starter from the new one? But if I had to choose a Pokemon, if I had to personally choose the last Pokemon, I'd probably pick a Decidueye. I was really disappointed when they chose Incineroar over him. I don't really like Incineroar. I don't think he plays well. Well, he's a grappling character. I prefer like Byleth, where bit of reach, but it's not technically a ranged character, but he's got range, if that makes sense. Heavy ranged characters, maybe. I really liked Byleth's playstyle. Sephiroth was also another amazing reveal. But yeah, final characters coming out tomorrow. Please let me know in the comments how you feel about this, what characters you want. I'll be doing a reaction just whenever it gets uploaded. But yeah, they're my main 4, I guess, going into it. I feel like I'm probably forgetting one other character that I would love to see. I mean, I'm not really against any other character getting in. I think I'll have either excited to happy with the last character, or I'll just be like, okay, that's it, okay. But I think it would be bittersweet regardless of who it's announced, because it's the last one. And as long as Sakurai had fun with it, I think he'll convince me, whoever it is tomorrow, to enjoy and be happy that they're in. Because he has that power. As long as it's not Jonesy, I think I can get over any character, or I can, enjoy any character. Because, I don't know, something like Jonesy, it's Fortnite cringe and just no one in Smash. I think I could even live with, like, Crash or Sora being in the game, because they are, they do have their history and they do have their reasons for being in. But, I don't know, we'll see. If it is Adult tomorrow, I'm the guy that predicted it, just saying. I don't think hardly anyone's predicting it, but it's like, there's always a few people on the background I notice that always want that niche pick of Adult, and I think people would be mad when he gets announced, but I think it'd be like kind of like Byleth, where he's aging better with time, or Byleth is at least, he's aging better with time. A lot of people like his moveset, and a lot of people are saying, I've noticed a lot of people say that they didn't know who he was until that reveal, and then they played Three Houses and they loved him and they got into it. And you go back to that video and it's got more likes than dislikes. I just think there's a very vocal community when it comes to Smash. It's so hard to give them characters because they are quite vocal. But yeah, I'm going to end it here because the video will never upload. So let me know who you want tomorrow. I'll do a reaction, and yeah, I hope everyone's happy by tomorrow, or I hope it's Adult. But yeah, goodbye.